Welcome to Zoho FSM Product Overview Webinar. My name is Abid. I am the Senior Product Expert at Zoho FSM. Before we start, I would like to inform you the webinar is getting recorded and you will be receiving the recording via email right after the webinar gets over. So let's get started. Let me share my screen here and start with the presentation. So today I'm going to start with introduction. What is Zoho FSM? Zoho FSM is a cloud-based one-stop field service management platform. It caters to business where technician works on the field traveling to the job site for installation, repair, and maintenance activities. It helps them streamline field operation and deliver unparalleled customer experience. I have listed down some of the field industries where Zoho FSM can play a key role. We'll start with home service industries such as plumbing, electrical, landscaping, HVAC, and home improvement. Manufacturing enterprises for after sales installation, repair, and maintenance. Healthcare sector for the maintenance of medical equipment. We have telecommunication industries where they do installation and repair of equipment such as antenna, router, etc. Security service provider like alarm system monitoring, fire safety system, CCTV installation, and so on. Utility company for our day-to-day life need like water, electricity, and gas-related services. These industries are basically from our existing customers. Moving on to the benefits. So I have pain point some of the benefit of using Zoho FSM, like it is streamlined field operations, it increased productivity, it enables technician to complete work faster by equipping them with the mobile application. You can manage your large diverse team easily over here using a distinct user profile. It improves visibility to all stakeholders and it will help you win customer loyalty and satisfaction. During the webinar session, we'll see how. So before we go into the product demonstration, I have listed the process flow, a day with Zoho FSM, how it looks. So it starts with customer requesting a service. We can log it into the request module. We can convert the request to estimate and send it to the customer for approval process. Once customer approves the estimate, we can convert it to work order. For a work order, we can create one or multiple service appointment based on the service or service tasks available in the work order. We can then schedule and dispatch those appointments to the right field agent. The field agent can log travel time from back office to customer place. Once they reach customer place, they can very well add notes and photos using the mobile application, which will be instantly synced with the web application. They can very well start the time. They can start the work, which will eventually start the timesheet entry, which basically tells the total time spent on completing the work. Once the work is completed, they can very well generate a service report and share it with customer. This service report contains technician and customer's feedback. Also, if provided with the permission, they can raise invoice right using the mobile application and share with customer. Customer can very well make online or offline payment. In case they make offline payment, we also have an option to mark payment, which will receive the payment. So basically, from receiving a request from customer till receiving the payment, everything will be handled in a single platform. So let's deep dive into the product and see how it looks like. So today I'm going to start with our major modules. We call it major modules because we understand you already running a field service business and you already have a list of service and parts that you provide to customer, list of existing customer and assets. So let me start with the service and parts module. So as I mentioned, you already have a list of service and parts that you provide to the customer that can be added to our FSM along with the unit cost and tax information. So let me showcase our service and parts module right in our live account. So we have service and parts module here. When we click on the service and parts, we can see all the existing service and parts that we provide to our customer right here. The type here, service represents service, whereas the type goods represents the part. We can very well filter to view only part of service if required. We can click on any of these services or parts to see detailed information. Upon clicking on the service, we will be redirected to the service detail page wherein we can see the service name, description, type, unit price, work type, tax information. We have bidirectional syncing of data with Zoho Books, Invoice, CRM, and this. The similar record in these products can be viewed by clicking on the link. On the right side, we can see timeline where we can see any modification made in the record or related record. Under notes, we can see any notes added by users or you yourself can add a new notes or attach files and folder right from here. We have service tasks. So if the service added here is a complex one, we can break it down into tasks. We can add all the tasks involved in completing this service. So instead of creating a single appointment for the entire service, we can create appointment for each task, assign it to different technician on different day and time. Additionally, we can see all the related list where we can see the historical work order and estimate where this particular service or part is being utilized. Similarly, we can click on any of these parts to see information like the part name, type, goods, unit price, tax information. Similar record in Zoho Books, Invoice, and CRM. Right on the right side, we can see the timeline, notes, and under related list where and we can see any asset where this serve parts is being utilized and the historical work order and estimate information. We can create a new service or parts by holding a mouse on the create button and by clicking on either service and parts. When we click on either service and parts, we need to specify the information like name, description, unit price, work type, stock keeping unit, SKU value, marking the service or parts as taxable, non-taxable. And while adding the service itself, if it's a complex service, we can define the task related to this service. We can very well add multiple tasks. Part has a straightforward form wherein we can mention the name, description, unit price, SKU, value, and marking it as taxable, non-taxable. You can also import service and parts to create bulk record if you have your data in some CSV file. Moving forward, looking into our comprehensive customer management. So you can maintain your customer database right inside your Zoho FSM so you can view their historical job and you can easily create a service request for them right inside Zoho FSM. So the customers module in Zoho FSM consists of two submodules, contact and companies. These contact and companies will be synced with your CRM with contact and account, whereas contact with individual type and contact with business type in your Zoho books. So when we click on the contact, we can see all the existing contact we have created in our organization right here. We can click on any of the contact to see the business information on the top. The left pane contains their personal information like email, phone, mobile, company with which they are associated, the service and billing address of the contact, tax information, similar record in Zoho Books, Invoice, CRM, and Desk. On the right side, we can see timeline where we can see any modification made in the record or related record. We can view the dashboard where we can monitor and analyze contact data in the real time. We can view the historical data if we have any open request, estimate work order, service appointment, or any overdue work order, service appointment, and invoices. Along with that, how much amount we have generated for the customer for this week, last week, or historical periods. Then we have address information. So we understand in field service business, a contact can have multiple address apart from service and billing address. Those address information can be added right under the address tab right here. And we can very well add a new address by clicking on plus button where we can specify the information and we can even check the geocode right here. This address, newly created address, can be used while creating a new service request for the contact. Under the notes, we can view any notes added by the other users. We can see we have tagging feature as well as any file or photos that can be added. You can even add a new notes right from here. Under related list, we can see the historical job we did for this contact like request, estimate, work order, and service appointment. Along with that, any asset belonging to this contact or any schedule maintenance we have created can be viewed right here. We have the similar data structure format for the company. We can see the business information on the top like email and phone. The left pane contains their personal information, the address information, tax, and similar record in Zoho Books, Invoice, CRM, and Desk. On the right pane, we can see timeline. We can see the dashboard for historical data. We can monitor and analyze the same. We can see the contact, uh, all the contact associated with this company. We can view it at one place right here, and we can even create a new contact for the company by clicking on plus create button. Addresses belonging to this company, notes any added by the users, and under related list we can view all the historical job we did this for this company along with the asset and schedule maintenance. We can very well add a new contact or company by clicking on create button and specifying the information, or we can even import data to create record in bulk right from here. Next is our asset management. So an asset refers to product instance owned by your customer. It could be sold by you or some other company for which you are providing services. We can store all the asset information such as GIAI number, dates like purchase, installation, warranty, expiration, etc. Along with that, we can view the contact and company with which this asset has been associated, and we can even set up a scheduled maintenance for the asset, and we can do the preventive and planned maintenance. So let me take you to our asset module right here. So when we click on the asset, we can view all the existing asset we have created in our organization for different contact company right here. We can click on any of the asset to see information right here, like asset name, description, asset number, product instance associated with this asset, parent asset, GIAI number, order date is when the customer ordered this product part, purchase date is when the company purchased it, installation date is when the product got delivered or installed at customer place, warranty expiration is when the warranty of the parts getting expired. We can view the contact and company information with which this asset is being associated. We can see the address information. If the contact or company is different, has different address than the address where it is being placed, we can add it right here. On the right pane, we can see timeline, we can see notes, and under related list, we can see the child asset. So if this asset is a huge, a big machine which has subpart, and you are giving services to those subparts also, like as an individual service or together, you can add them as a child asset, which will be visible right here, and all the historical job we did for this asset, like request, estimate, work order, and service appointment, we can view it right here. Along with that, schedule maintenance, if we have created any plan preventive maintenance to create work order and service appointment automatically for the asset. This could be like your AMC and others. You can very well define it under the schedule maintenance. You can very well add a new asset by clicking on create button, or you can very well import data to create asset in bulk right from here. Next is our advanced work order management. So work order management forms foundation of any field service business process. It is a systematic approach of completing the work. In Zoho FSM, the work order management consists of four submodules, that is request, estimate, work order, and service appointment. Along with that, if we have created any invoices, we can view it under the invoices tab. Clicking on the request will let us view all the existing requests we have created for different contact and company right here. We can create a new request by clicking on create button right here. Request can very well created through API, through web form, or through other Zoho products too. So let's say for now, I'm going to create a request right from here. Let's say AC installation and service request. We can set the priority right here. We can set the due date before which we want to complete the work. We can search for a contact right here who raises this concern. If it's an existing customer, we can associate it, or we can even create a new one. So once I select the contact, automatically the company information, email, phone, territory, service, and billing address will populate here. If the contact has some mobile number, that will also be added here. And this request, if this request is for any existing asset, we can associate it, or we can leave it empty. This is not a mandatory field. We can then ask customer if they have any preferred date and time in mind. We can associate that. Preferred time, session, morning, afternoon, evening, anytime, we can add that. Any other instruction from customer, we can add it under the preference note, or we can leave it empty. Upon clicking on save, we will be redirected to the request detail page, wherein we can see the request name, the summary, request summary, a status, priority, the contact detail, asset information, and address, along with the preference on the left pane. Right pane, we can see timeline, notes, and related list. Now we can convert the request directly to work order, or we can convert it to estimate. So the situation, the scenario would be, if customer is an existing one and familiar with the pricing, doesn't bother about the quotation, we can directly convert it to work order and schedule appointment. Or in case the customer is new or existing customer with new service requested for a quotation, we can convert it to estimate, send it to customer for approval process, and once customer approves it, we can convert it to work order and then create a service appointment. So let me showcase the entire flow, including the estimate. So when I click on convert to estimate, automatically information, whatever is already present in request, like summary, contact detail, asset, and address information, will populate here. We can give the expiry date for this estimate. That means this is the validity. Customer has to approve, reject the estimate before this date, or once the date crosses the current date, automatically the estimate status will be changed to expired. Now we can very well add the service and parts that is required here. Let's say customer mentioned for AC installation with expense and AC maintenance and cleaning. We can add one or multiple service and parts right here. Once we do it, once we added the desired service and parts, we can click on save, and we will be redirected from request to estimate page automatically, wherein we can see the summary, current status, new expiry date, parent request, contact, asset, address information right on the left pane. Right pane, we can see the preview, we can see the tab, we can see the service and parts that we will be providing to customer right here. It includes all the services, parts, quantity information, list price, tax information, line item amount, and subtotal, tax amount, and grand total too. We can now send this estimate to customer by clicking on send estimate button. Here the estimate uh, email template will load here. You can use the existing template, or you can even create a custom template to use it, or you can even compose your own email. You can select the contact email address right from here. If required, you can use company email, or you can use other contact from the same company's email. You can even add BCC or CC right from here. We even have PDF template for the estimate right here. We have different templates like standard, spreadsheet, premium, and you can even customize your own PDF template by cloning existing one and adding more feed information. So let's say I wanted to send the premium one. If I click on save, automatically the estimate PDF will be changed to premium here, and we click on send to send this estimate to customer. This will change the status from new to waiting for approval automatically. And in order to move forward, we need to get this estimate approved. So there are two ways of doing it. We have an option in the UI to approve, reject it right from here. So this option will be helpful if the manager in the organization call customer and get their consent. We can approve, reject it right from here. Or since we have sent this estimate to customer, customer can go to the mailbox. Customer can click on the email. They can see the information right here. They can view the estimate PDF. They can download or click on view to view it right here in the detailed information. They can very well click on accept or reject right from here. Both will redirect them to the estimate detailed page, wherein if they want to reject it, they have to enter the reason and add a comment. The same will reflect in the record, and if they want to modify information, and they can very well resend it for approval process again. In case they click on accept, automatically the status here will be changed from waiting for approval, and we get the pop-up notification stating estimate has been approved by the customer. So upon refresh, we see the status will be changed from waiting for approval to approved. Now, once the status is being approved, we have convert to work order option right here. When we click on convert to work order, automatically information from both request and estimate will populate here. Uh, if required, we can modify any of the information, or we can simply click on save. So once we click on save, we will be redirected from estimate to work order page right here. Here in the work order, we can see the summary, status, priority, type, due date, and we can see the parent request, estimate, contact, asset, address, and preference information on the left pane. Right pane, we can see the service and parts that we will be providing to customer, along with we can see the service task. So if the service added here are the complex one and has task associated with them, we can view the task right here against the services. Now we can create a service appointment for the work order. So you can create one or multiple service appointment for the work order based on the service line item or service task available in the module. So what I'm trying to say over here, if you're pretty sure who you're gonna assign this appointment, you can create it right from here by clicking on create service appointment. And here you can create appointment for the entire work order, which includes two services and multiple tasks, or you can create it for the entire service line item, which contains multiple parts, or you can further break it down to each task. So you have an option to create appointment for each task, each service, or the entire work order. So now, based on the preference given by customer, we can schedule it tomorrow, let's say morning 9 a.m. So automatically a window of 1 hour will be added. And since you know how much this service or task will take time, you can modify the window accordingly. Now you can assign resources here. You can assign it to agent or crew right from here. In both cases, we can view the available one and unavailable one. In case you want to see why they are unavailable, you can hover your mouse and you can see the reason. You can very well assign it to one or multiple technician right from here. And once you select more than one, you have to select the lead who will lead this work right from here. But at this point, I'm pretty sure you have question in your mind how we can efficiently schedule an appointment by checking their availability and so on. So yes, next slide is dedicated to the same, efficiently scheduling and dispatching an appointment. Here we'll be talking about the dispatch console. So dispatch console is a task board for scheduling and dispatching a service appointment. So based on the availability, skills, and proximity of the field technician, we can assign the appointment to the right field agent. We have four different views right here: Gantt, grid, map, and calendar. Using those, we can schedule appointment. So let me take you and elaborate more on our dispatch console tab. So dispatch console tab is divided into two different sections. On the left side, we can view the service appointment information. We can see the detailed service appointment information, which includes the service, task, schedule time, summary, current status, billing status, uh, asset information, customer contact, and so on. And we can filter the service appointment based on the views available in the list view page or based on the field or date field available in the module. We can even search service appointment right from here. Additionally, if we wanted to see where exactly our appointment in the Gantt view, we have view on Gantt option. And when we click on that, we can view the service appointment exactly where it is on the Gantt view. Additionally, the left pane is not limited to the service appointment. We can view the work order information here too. We can view all the detailed work order information right here with all the information, and we can filter work order based on the views or different fields or date field available. In case of emergency, you can very well create a work order right from here by clicking on create button, and you can even choose the record template to pre-fill the values in summary, priority, service and parts, preference, and so on. Additionally, adding a contact will complete the entire form, and you can simply click to create a work order quickly and efficiently schedule it to the right field agent. On the right pane, we have four different views: Gantt, grid, map, and calendar. So this highlighted section here is called the Gantt view. So the Gantt view shows the overall availability of your field agent. You can view all the field agent in your organization on the left side. Corresponding to them on the right side, we can see the different appointment assigned to them on the different date and time. Here, the different color signifies the different status of appointment, like green represents completed, the purple represents dispatched, red represent cancel. Similarly, other status like blue represent cannot complete. All other statuses can be defined in different color coding. The white background here are the available date and time, so appointment can be assigned. Any grayed out area like these and in the bottom are non-availability of technician. It could be of various reasons, like they are part of crew, or they have taken leave, or they are busy with other works, or so on. We also have an advanced filter right here to filter our technician, whether they are part of crew or individual agent, territory in which they are working, skills associated with them, and we can even sort them by their name. We also have a view to view the appointment and schedule time or lifetime right from here. We also have week and day view filter to see data which is relevant right from here. Next is our grid view. So the grid view showcases the overall workload of each technician. So we can view the different technician in our organization on the left side. Corresponding to them on the right side, we can see the different appointment assigned to them on the different date and time. So this way we can basically see the workload of each technician on the different date right here. So we can manage their appointment equally. We can also schedule or reschedule an appointment here from one appointment to another. We have schedule and live view, uh, as well as week and day view and 4-day views right from here. We also have advanced filter to filter our technician right from the left side. Next is our map view. So the map view is another way of viewing your data. It helps you schedule appointment based on the field technician current location. We have a filter here to view all the service appointment, work order, and service resources. So if I check out the work order and service resource, then we can view all the service appointment we have created at different location. If in case we have created multiple appointment at the same location, we can see the number, and the detailed information can be viewed by clicking on these appointment right from here. Also, if I click on any of the appointment right here, if I zoom out more, on hovering, we can see the basic information about the appointment. Clicking on the icon will show us the detailed information about the appointment, including the service and parts, timesheet, service report, and more information. We can also do the action like dispatching of an appointment or canceling it, terminating it, downloading it, print, reschedule, edit, or delete appointment right from here. We also can view all the work order we have created in different location at different date and time. We can even click on any of the work order to see detailed information right here, wherein we can see the current state overview, timeline, the service and parts belonging to this appointment, service appointment. If we have created any, we also have an option where we can see the notes related list invoice. We can mark the work order completed, cancel, terminate right from here, edit, change owner, clone, or delete the work order right from here. Additionally, we can view the service resources and their live location against the technician. If they're accessing the mobile application and the location tracker is enabled, we can view it in the map. Clicking on view on map will showcase the last sync location or live location of the technician right here. We can hover our mouse on the icon to view information about the technician. Under the overview, we can see the detailed information, personal information about the technician, like first name, last name, address, territory, crew, skills, and more. We can see the calendar, monthly, weekly, daily, how many appointments they have been doing, how busy their month were, the trip they have completed, service appointment, territory in which they are working, crews, if they're part of any skills associated with them. Under related list, we can see the time of an attendance for the customer, sorry, for the technician. Also, we can view route. If there is any appointment assigned to the technician on the date, we can view it right here. By clicking on the appointment, we can see the appointment in the map view. Also, we can click on the three dot to show the appointment right from here. Additionally, if there is any work order available near technician place, we can very well schedule an appointment. So if I can see Charles, there is a work order in the new status right here. So we can click on the icon using the command or control button. It will take us to the quick schedule, and we can schedule an appointment for the work order, assigning it to the nearest possible technician, which would be Charles. And we can click on schedule or dispatch to create an appointment easily right from here. Additionally, we have an advanced filter for the service appointment and work order by clicking on the edit button right here, wherein we can filter the service appointment or work order based on the date field or other field. It could be like multiple field, like status is new in a particular service state or city. We can select it, and we can cluster all the appointment or work order which requires attention, and we can literally give attention and complete the work in a quick succession. Next is our calendar view. So irrespective of service resource or territories, we can view all the appointment we have created in our organization right here at one place. Basically, this give us the overall business condition our organization has. We have month, week, day, and list view filter right here. Additionally, we have advanced filter wherein we can view all the service appointment we have created, holidays in our organization, or time off taken by the technician. We can filter the data for all resources or particular resources right from here. The calendar is not limited to view. We can even work right from here. We can schedule an appointment from one technician to another technician by simply dragging and dropping the appointment right like that, and a new schedule start date, time, service, resource will be added. If I click on schedule appointment, appointment will be rescheduled right from here, or we can even create an appointment right from here, or week or day view by selecting the duration. Let's say I wanted to create it from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I can select the work order right from here. So schedule start and end date time will be added automatically. We can assign resources and schedule an appointment right from here. So let me take you back to our Gantt view and showcase how we can efficiently assign an appointment to the right field agent. So if I go to today's week, the red line here represents the current date and time, and we can see tomorrow almost everyone is free except one technician. So we can simply assign appointment to anyone. So we have this work order created 294 right here. And to create an appointment for the same, we can simply drag and drop. So we can drop the entire work order to create a single appointment, or we can break it down to each service line item, or further break it down to tasks. So let me create a single appointment for the entire work order. So I can drag and drop this appointment. Let's say tomorrow 10 a.m. Automatically, the schedule start date, time, end date, time, and resource will be added. I can simply click on schedule to create an appointment for the work order in a really quick right here. So we can see the status has been changed to schedule, and a new appointment is added 434. If I go back to the service appointment view, we can see appointment 434 will be added right here against the work order, and we can view the current status schedule. Additionally, we can create an appointment by selecting the resource first. So let's say edit is all available tomorrow. I can select the entire day program for edit right here, and we can select the work order for which we wanted to generate appointment. So automatically the schedule start date, time, end date, time will be added against resource. And if I click on schedule, a new appointment will be added. Now, we also have an option to reschedule it. Let's say Charles alone cannot do this work in 1 hour, and we need to reschedule it. So let's say from 10 to 11, I can change it to 10 to 4 right from here, and I can even assign multiple resources. Let's say I want Edith, Clara, Jacob, all work on the same appointment. I click on save. The appointment, you can see, will be rescheduled for multiple hours and will be visible against all the technician. If required, we can even reschedule it to different technician by simply dragging and dropping the appointment from one technician to another technician. And you can see the new technician name appears here, or we can reschedule it to different date and time too. So the new date and time will appear right here. So we have a rescheduling based on the different technician or different date and time too. Now, at this point, when we left the appointment in the scheduled status, that means the appointment is in draft mode and we don't send any notification. It could be used to pre-plan your appointment a week before or a month before. It won't impact. You can even reschedule it without notifying the customer. On the day of appointment, when you are pretty sure you now need to dispatch this appointment, you can do it right from here. So we have bulk dispatch button available here. We can click on the bulk dispatch. It will open the bulk dispatch tab, wherein we have all the appointment which is in schedule status. We can select one or multiple right from here and bulk dispatch it. Or we can make use of the dispatch button available right on the left side. And we can also click on the appointment. We can expand it. Like let's say this appointment was scheduled a week back. You want to verify information before dispatching it. You can view all the information about the appointment right here. When you verify the information and you feel like these are the right technician, you can dispatch it right from here. So once you dispatch an appointment, a notification will be sent on the mobile app of the field agent, and the color coding will be changed from turquoise to purple right here. Now let's see our Zoho FSM mobile application. So Zoho FSM mobile app empowers on the go field technician with all the information they require to complete the work efficiently in a single visit, and they satisfy the customer. The application is available on both Android and iOS, and it can also be accessible using offline mode in the read-only mode. So let me quickly mirror my phone screen here and showcase our mobile application. So as soon as we dispatch an appointment, a notification will be sent on the mobile app of the field agent, wherein they can see a service appointment 343 is being assigned to you by Jacob. They can click on the home page, mobile app. It will reload to the home page. In the home page, we have check-in button on the top. Technician clicking on the check-in button has two purposes. It will mark attendance for the day. So the stopwatch will keep running until he checks out. And it also enables the location tracker. That means we can see the live location of the field technician in the dispatch console map view. We can see a notification also stating location tracker is currently active. Now we can see the dashboard over here with different status like overdue service appointment, upcoming service appointment, any ongoing service appointment, any ongoing trip. These information can be viewed right here. Let's say technician is sitting in the office and this appointment is being assigned or dispatched to him. He can verify the information even before starting the work. He can click and see the overview information where he can see the appointment number, the current status, billing status, summary, type, schedule time. He has option to start the work, more option to cancel, terminate, download, print, or reschedule, timesheet entry, the service address of the customer in text, as well as he can click on view on map to view the address in the map application, the contact and company information. They can very well make calls and message or email to contact or company right from here. Assigned resources, they can see the technician involving in this appointment. They can even make calls and message or email to other contact for communication purpose. They can view the work order information, the asset information right here. They can also verify the services they need to perform and the parts required to complete them, so they can pre-equip them with these services before reaching customer place. Now let's say once he verify all this information, he is starting from the office or back office to complete the work. He can start the trip right from here. So once he click on start trip, it will enable the location tracker again. And once he reaches to customer place, he can stop the trip. The trip will record following information like the trip name, appointment for which the trip was completed, technician who did this trip, start date, time, end date, time, duration, distance traveled, as well as we have map view where you can see the start point, end point, and the route which he took to reach service location. All this information will be added just by starting and stopping the trip. Next is notes. So let's say as soon as he reaches customer place, he wants to take photos as a proof or something. He can take like right reached customer place, wanted to take pre-work photo, or we can say uh, damaged product photo. He can make use of his phone camera to take photo, video, or he can even record audio, or he can even attach photos from the gallery. So let's say I wanted to take some live photos right here. I can take one or multiple photos right from here, and I can save it with notes if required. I can even modify the name like before, after. So as soon as I save the photo, it will be instantly synced with the web application. And if it requires any assistance from office user on how to complete the work, they can very well guide them through the notes section. Now they can go to the overview. If technician alone is responsible for the entire appointment, he can start the work right from here. Or if he is responsible for a particular service alone, he can start the work against the service. Or if the technician is responsible for a particular task, he can start the task right from here. So let's say he's responsible for the entire appointment, he can start the work right from here. So once he start the work, it has two purpose. It will change the status from dispatch to in progress, and it will start the timesheet entry. Timesheet entry basically tells the total time spent on completing this work right from here. Additionally, we can see the timesheet entry added for the customer right under my entries. If other technician also started the work from their mobile application, their entries will also visible under all entries. We also have an option to mark the appointment or work order, or sorry, or service task as partially complete or complete the work. So partially complete status will be helpful if it's a long day work and they want to take some lunch break or something. They can pause it, they can mark it as partially complete and resume later. Or even if it's a multi-day work, by the end of the day they can mark it as partially complete and they can resume the work later. They, let's say once the work is completed, they can generate a service report for the customer right from here. To do so, they can click on the plus button, they can see the model preview, they can click on next, and this would be our technician feedback, wherein they can add their feedback. Let's say point number one, AC service completed. And if he has done more work, like point two would be gas filled. And if he did more, he can add more information. He can add a signature right here. Let's say Charles was doing this work, Charles can add a signature. If you have some checklists, he can add that too. If you want them to record some information from the asset or other information, they can add it right here. Installation time, let's say 9, commission time, let's say 10, and more information can be added. We can even attach photos which we have taken. We can even add new notes right by clicking here and add more photos too. We can save it right here. We can even compress the photo to low resolution to save some space. We can click on next and hand over the phone or tab to customer. Customer, under the customer feedback, can add the feedback right here, like good work. They can add the rating. They can even add signature. Let's say Fiona wants to add signature right here, and we can save the service report. The service report will be added, generated in the draft mode right here. The service report can be viewed right here. Under the preview, we can see this all the information related to this appointment, like contact detail, request detail, service detail, asset information, service and parts, working hours, customer feedback, rating, photos, checklist, signatures. We can share it with customer as an email right from here, or we can even download it as PDF and share it using other application like Bluetooth AirDrop, or we can share it using other applications such as WhatsApp, Telegram, etc. using our share button. Now, if a technician is provided with the permission to generate invoices, he can go to the work order section. In the work order, we have invoices tab on the top. He can click on the plus button. He can select the service for which he wants to generate invoice. He can select one or multiple. Click on next. Here he can define the invoice date, payment term, due date, and salesperson, or he can simply click on generate invoice. Clicking on generate invoice will generate the invoice right here in the draft mode. We can click on the invoice to see the template. This template can be white label. You can customize your invoice template from your integrated Zoho Books or Invoice Org. We can send this invoice to customer as an email, wherein customer can view invoice and can make online payment. In case customer makes online payment, the payment will be recorded automatically. Or if in case he makes offline payment, we can record the payment right from here, wherein we can specify the payment mode like cash, bank transfer, check. We can give the reference anything we want, and we can save it. So once we record the payment, the status will be changed from draft to paid right from here. If in case customer requested for any follow-up work order estimate, that can be added by clicking on the plus button right here. Additionally, if the work is all completed before leaving the customer place, if they want, they can stop the work right from here. Clicking on complete work button will change the status from in progress to completed. Additionally, it will stop the timesheet entry right here. Now, if this is the last work of the day, they can even check out right from here. Clicking on checkout will stop the attendance and disable the location tracker. Now we can see the last sync location of the technician instead the live location. In the mobile application, user can also view the service appointment with different views, uh, contact company's information, work order management like request, estimate, work order, service and parts, and asset information. The data permission is completely in the super admin user's hand. If they want to give them to view all data, their own data or no data, that can be customized. And if given with the permission to generate invoice, or sorry, generate record, that can also be possible right from here. So basically what I'm trying to say here, the mobile application is not limited to the field agent. Other users like admin, dispatch, or call center agent can also make use of mobile application to do most of their work. So that's it from the mobile application. Coming back to the presentation, now let's look into our distinct user profile. So you can manage your large diverse team easily over here using our distinct user profile. So we have a 5 system defined profiles, that is administrator, call center agent, dispatcher, field agent, and limited field agent. Let me elaborate about these profiles one by one. So administrator will have access to all the data, modules, and settings in the organization. Call center agents are basically the one who brings in the request, convert it to estimate, send it to customer for approval, and then convert it to work order. Dispatcher users basically uses the dispatch console tab to efficiently schedule and dispatch the appointment to the right field agent. Field agent are the one who uses the mobile app to do actual work on the field. Limited field agent can be your contract employer, assistant to field technician, who has limited permission to view data, and by default they cannot view the pricing information. These system defined profiles are not editable. That is why we support custom profile, where you can clone any existing profile and modify the permission. The permission modification could be at the module level, record level, or data level. It can be modified. Moving on to reports. So we reports helps you to be data driven by accessing all the data at one place. The important KPIs can be viewed right here. We have 40 plus reports in our reports module right here, wherein on when you click on the reports on the left side, we can view the different modules folder like request, estimate, work order, service appointment, and so on. On the right side, we can see the reports for those modules right from here. We have filter, date and time, and users. So let's say if I give last month and click on apply filter, we can view the service report right here. We can export the data by clicking here, and we can get the file in Excel, PDF, or CSV format. We can even send it to other users in the organization, or we can clone it to create a custom report by adding more fields, or by doing the row, column, and aggregate column grouping right from here. Next is customization. So in Zoho FSM lets you customize it according to your field industries. Under the customization, we have modules and field, where we let you add a custom field to the existing module. We have module mapping, where you can see the field mapping when you convert the modules, when you convert the record from request to estimate, estimate to work order, and so on. Status bar customization will let you see the color coding for the statuses for different modules, and you can even edit and change the color coding from the palette available right here. Additionally, we have dispatch console customization. So if you see certain information is visible on the appointment bar right here in the Gantt, as well as calendar, that can be customized right from here. You can view and edit the Gantt and calendar. By clicking on edit, you can add the field of whose value you wanted to view. We have service report customization. Here in the service report customization, you can hide any of the section you don't want your customers to view or technician to view. You can hide the pricing information. You can make the working hour simple and advanced. You can even for a lookup module, you can add fields from that modules by just clicking on the check. Next is our automation. So you can automate any of the process from Zoho FSM. So to do so, we have workflow rule and time-based rule. So workflow rule will be triggered based on the record, such as create, edit, or delete, or any field update. Time-based action, time-based rule will be triggered based on the date and time field available in the module. And based on the criteria and condition, you can associate following action. The following action can be triggered: email notification to send any email notification to the user or customer, WhatsApp notification to the same to the users or customer. Field update will modify the value specified in the field update. Webhook can trigger your third-party URL. Function is where you write deluge script to integrate FSM with any third party, or you can write any logic which you want to execute during any rule. Next is schedule maintenance. So schedule maintenance is basically the planned preventive maintenance. The motive is to create work order and service appointment automatically based on the frequency set. So when we click on the schedule maintenance, we can view all the existing schedule maintenance we have created in our organization right here. We can create a new one by clicking on create button here. We can specify the name, description. We can set the frequency under the schedule. It could be daily, weekly, monthly. In case we select weekly, daily, or monthly, we can even set every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and so on until 12 weeks. We can set the batch date when the work order and service appointment batch to be created on the same day, start of the week, or someday before. Even the start date and end date time for the schedule maintenance, we can even define the work order and service appointment template right from here. Based on that, the service work order and service appointment will be added. If I click on any of the existing schedule maintenance, we can see the information about the schedule maintenance on the left pane, the detail and schedule detail on the left pane. Along with that, we can see the contact, company, and asset for which the schedule maintenance is being created. On the right pane, we can see overview, where we can see upcoming jobs and historical job. If there is any failure for the work order service appointment, that can be viewed right here. Under the timeline, we can see when the batch got started and when it got ended, and the work order and service appointment created. We can view the work order and service appointment template that could be visible right under the template section. Next is our integration with other Zoho applications. So we have Zoho Books and Invoice integration. So Zoho FSM leverages powered by Zoho Finance Suite. It helps in creating branded invoices and offer a secure way to make online payment. We have automatic bidirectional syncing of data between the application, and region-specific taxes can be incorporated. We have Zoho CRM integration. So we have Zoho FSM extension for Zoho CRM available on Marketplace for free. It will help you sync your account, contact, and product between the application. You can view FSM record contextually inside FSM under the related list. We even let you create a new record in FSM right from inside CRM. Similar to CRM, we have Begin topping available in the marketplace with the same functionality. It will help you sync account and contact between the application. You can view FSM data contextually right inside Begin, and by clicking on Zoho FSM button in Zoho Begin, you can create record in FSM right from inside Begin. We have WhatsApp integration to send any notification alerts to the customer. You can integrate Zoho FSM with WhatsApp Business. You can set up the template, you can set up the notification, and notification can be triggered through workflow rule. Additionally, we can view any historical messages we send under the WhatsApp tab, where we can see the existing chat requests, and you can even do the chat right from here with other technicians or users or customers. We have Zoho inventory integration, so we can keep track of the stocks with Zoho inventory. It will help you choose multiple warehouse and keep tracks of stocks available. So basically what happens over here, when you select the part line item, you will have an option to select the warehouse from which warehouse technician is supposed to take part. If you select the warehouse where you have stocks on hand, automatically you will have an option to select the serial number from the available stocks, and the technician is supposed to take that particular serial number. Now I have listed down some of the frequently asked questions from our existing customers. I'll quickly take you through them too. How can I collect requests using web form? So we have web form available in the settings. You can customize the web form embedded to your website. Any users visiting your website can fill in that form. Automatically a request for against the form will be added in Zoho FSM. How can I schedule complex service? So we can break down the service into the service tasks. We can schedule appointment for each service, each task assigned to different technician on different date and time. These service tasks can be marked as partially completed and resumed later. How can I choose the right field agent for the appointment? So we can view the live location of the field agent on the dispatch console map view. We can check who is nearest possible agent and we can assign it to them. Also, we can set up skills then can be associated with both work order and service resources. We can check who is best suited for the job and we can assign it to them. How can I include multiple assets in a single work order? So we can create a parent-child work order, and we can associate the parent work order with the parent asset with the work order. In the work order view section, we can view all parent asset and all the associated child asset. This way, technician will get to know what are all assets they need to work on. What is the difference between scheduling and dispatching? So scheduling an appointment is like keeping it in the draft mode. We can schedule an appointment, we can reschedule it, we can plan it a week or month before itself, and only once it is dispatched, a notification will be sent to the field agent assigned for the job. They can then view the appointment in the mobile app, they can plan it and complete it using the mobile app. Can I schedule equipment or machineries required for the job? Yes, you can very well add your equipment, machineries in our users with any dummy ID. You can view those machineries and equipment in the Gantt view. You can see their existing schedule. You can plan their schedule for futures. Since we have appointment-based pricing, there's no limit in adding users, so you can very well add equipment and machineries without any extra charges. What is the difference between cancel and terminate? So appointment is called cancel if customer requests to cancel it, whereas an appointment is marked as terminated when field agent is unable to do the job from there. And it could be of various reasons, like he doesn't have a proper tools, parts, or sometimes customer themselves is not available at the service location. How can I hide pricing from my field agent? So we have limited field agent profile, which by default doesn't have the permission to view pricing, or you can even create a custom profile and disable the pricing information. You can associate your users to these profiles. So by default, they won't have the permission to view pricing information in web or mobile application. How can I track the live location of my field agent? So live tracking is possible in the dispatch console map view. So if field agent clicks on the check-in button available on the home page or they start the trip, these two actions enable the location tracker and we can view the live location of the dispatch console, or else we can see the last sync location. Can I integrate with my accounting software and SMS provider? Yes, Zoho FSM has feature that supports third-party integration. You can make use of FSM REST API to connect it with other application. Standalone function is where you write your daily script and logic, and the URL can be webhooked it from the third party. We have connection to connect FSM with any third party provided they have an open API. We have workflow rule and custom function to automate any of the process right from inside Zoho FSM. Which payment gateway does Zoho FSM support? All the payment gateways supported in Zoho Books or Invoice are also applicable for FSM. Can I customize the invoice sent to customer? Yes, you can very well customize the invoice template from your integrated Zoho Books or Invoice org. Invoices generating from FSM will also be applicable for the same template. How can an admin keep track of all the modifications done by my team in Zoho FSM? So we have timeline in every module where we can see modification made in the record or related record. Also, any modification made in the settings can be viewed under the audit log. We can view the user who did the modification and the time when they did that. Can I import export data in Zoho FSM? Yes, we support both import and export. Import is supported for contact company asset and service and parts module. It can be done by admin users, whereas export is supported for all the modules. We get filed for different formats like CSV, XLS, etc. Is Zoho FSM part of Zoho One bundle? No, it is not part of Zoho One bundle. It's a standalone product. We do have a plan to integrate Zoho FSM with Zoho One for the ease of user management. However, the feature will be available in future. Right now, it is not possible. Since we have, even though once we have this integration available, since we have appointment-based pricing, even Zoho One user has to purchase license separately in order to use it. So that's it from my side. Thank you everyone for joining here. And if you have any further questions, feel free to send us an email at support@zohofsm.com and we will be happy to assist you.